I know that screenshot is going to catch me with my lips, with me licking my lips. I already know that's how that screenshot's going to be. All right, there we go. I didn't share it this time, so hopefully the algorithm works in my favor because I didn't share it out this time. Hopefully somebody will come on where they can share it to my groups. But we're going on that field trip I talked to about, but I have someone that's coming for a one-on-one session. So I have to redo my schedule, and I now need to go pick up my vinyl before I go pick up Zion Imani. So I got to go pick up my vinyl before I go pick up Zion Imani and then go get him, so that I'm not waiting to go get him and then going, then coming back because there's someone that needs to come get some training on something. So I had to redo the schedule all over again. Yeah, I have to redo the schedule all over again. And yeah, so I have literally an hour because he gets out of school at 1:50. I have to try and get there. Um, they won't cut the vinyl until you get there, which kind of sucks. 'Cause I was hoping that I can just go in, pick it up. So I have to wait, go in, I get signed the invoice, and then they cut it. So I am going to be like really, really pushing it. And I'm just hoping that there is not a lot of traffic coming back to pick up Zion Imani. So here's to, my fingers being crossed, all fingers that I am able to get back to my child and pick him up from school on time. But I got to go pick this up. I'm mad because they didn't have any more cleaning solution for my Roland. I foolishly got the Roland system with the metallic ink. Worst decision ever. Worst decision ever to get the system with the metallic ink. So now when I'm using it, I have to constantly keep a cleaning cartridge in the metallic ink spot because you can't change the configuration of your printer once you select the configuration. Even though metallic ink has not run through that printer in nearly 2 years, probably, I cannot just like put a magenta one in there. Can't put like a white one. So I literally just have to leave it as a cleaning cartridge. Um, but they're out of those. They're waiting. I have some solutions still left in mine. I'm just hoping that it lasts me until I didn't realize I was down to my last one because the cleaning cartridge is the only one that doesn't. Well, not say only because it's only two. Two sizes for the inks. All my other inks, I get the 440 milliliter instead of the 220. But the cleaning cartridge only comes in a 220. So I normally buy two of them. I'm down to my last one and didn't realize it. And I'm like, oh great. So that's that. All right, there we go. Light finally changed. Yeah, see, now all algorithms are not being kind. YouTube is not being kind. Facebook is not being kind. I really feel like right now I am talking to myself. I see a few people. Now I see a few people, but feel like I'm talking to myself because they didn't say hi. The ones who are watching have not said hello yet. So I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. So it'll just be for those who are watching the playback of this. You will just kind of hear my little rant about me having to go and adjust my schedule. This is sometimes like how hectic the day is. It's, when I miss a 9 to 5 sometimes because, yeah, you can have like little monkey wrenches thrown in your day, like on your job, and someone may have you to like do, a task that wasn't really your task, but you're normally still at your desk. You're normally still home. I mean, not home. You're at your job, you're at your desk or whatever. And it's like you're not moving around too much. Yeah, you might be like a little stressed with like sending emails or trying to put something in here and get it done. But when you have to like do these stops and like change certain things, depending on what your business is, it can really throw you off. So today is one of those days where my entire schedule, my entire plan has been thrown completely off. But we still gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna get everything done. It's just a little stressful right now. Um, right now, I mean, the stress of trying to literally get to this vinyl place, which I was supposed to go to this morning when I went to Chick-fil-A, because it's like on the way. This is really throwing me off. So I'm going to have to try and get there, get my order, because I have to wait for them to cut it, get my order, and get in the car and get back in an hour to get to Zion Imani. I'm really going to be pushing it for time. Really going to be pushing it for time. And then to get home for this impromptu one-on-one session. So now it's like they say you have to be careful what you ask for, because someone says, I just came from Chick-fil-A. Hey, baby, look, I'm trying to tell you, it was good this morning. But be careful what you ask for, because I was saying, like, as much as I love y'all know I've said I'm stepping away from like full on teaching, and like now it'll be like if I come online, it's just me talking, it's just me ranting. I'm not really, you'll probably learn something, but it's not the intention of teaching. It's just for me to continue to create content so that my channel doesn't go stale. My channel, my platform, and the algorithm can work in my favor. So I'm just going to be like doing these where I just kind of chit chat with you, not really focused. If you ask a question, hey, I'm going to answer it, but I'm not really focused on, pressuring you guys, asking, hey, who has a question? You're just going to hear whatever's in my head. Like I warned y'all like 2 weeks ago that this is going to happen. What was I saying? So I was like, because I can't really like teach online because you guys just were not allowing me to really teach. Like you didn't really ask for anything. You weren't asking what, it was no engagement. I asked for like to be in my prayer, it was to have more one-on-one sessions virtually and in person. And they literally came in like a wrecking ball. Be careful what you ask for, or be very specific maybe. And okay, this is the free time that I have. I would like to have these hours of my days on these days filled up with one-on-one sessions. You have to be very clear with that, because when you have a connection and God is in the blessing business over your business and your life, He's gonna give you it's gonna be overflow. And I'm just like, okay. So had a session yesterday. Actually had one the day before that. Actually I had yesterday. Did I end up with two? Because no, did I talk to her yesterday? No, because we had not morning meetup. We had what's name on Monday. So then that one I had on Tuesday. So I had one on Tuesday. I had one on Wednesday. I had one yesterday, and now I have. So all the other ones were virtual. Today is one that is in-house. So I've literally had one-on-one sessions almost every single day this week. That's crazy. Just like that is a win. I didn't even realize that was a win for me. Like the thing that I prayed for, and me kind of stepping away from doing it like how I showed up all the time. I literally had a one-on-one session, paid, and a few like, it's my girl type like sessions where we're still talking. I've literally had every day this week. Wow. Sometimes, and I tell my students this, and sometimes you don't think about your wins, like being kind of, make them just seem like very micro or small, or like not, insignificant. But that's actually a pretty good win that I've had one-on-one sessions every day this week. And I have one in person today. So pretty cool. Um, so yeah. So like I said, if you're just coming on, I'm on my way. I call it the field trip because I have to go pick up vinyl. I normally don't have to pick it up, but this is one where I end up ordering it too late to have it be delivered. I I love convenience. I love being able to order things and it is delivered to me. Okay. And normally, when I get things from the company that I get my things from, which is Economy Science Supply here in South Florida, I'm at the threshold to where, hey, it can go in the truck, it can be delivered. I actually have an because normally though when I have delivered, it's because I'm having my big sheets. I need to actually order some more foam board, the large sheets from them, and so when I do that one, they normally deliver that because that of course won't fit in my Durango without like creasing them or bending them. That as well as Coroplast. But at the Coroplast, I think I still have two sheets. It's the foam board one that I need for the larger sheets. So I'll probably place that order. I won't probably have the time to place it. Oh my God, it is already 1 o'clock. Oh my God, I won't probably have time to place the order today. I'll just probably email it in and then go pick it up on Monday, or I'll have them deliver it on Monday for foam boards because I actually have a large cutout to do for someone. And my niece's birthday, I want to actually make her one as well. Her birthday is not next week. Is it next week? It's the 7th. So I want to make her one, but I also have an order that I have to do. So yeah, I gotta have them deliver some foam board, but I need these magnet sheets and vinyl today. Baby, it's the overflow. I'm trying to tell you. Right? We can't complain about being busy, overflow, when our prayer was to eat honey. Yes, God, please expand my territory. And for God to please expand my territory. Exactly. So, whoa, oh, Javaya. So the vinyl that I'm going to go get, I actually, because remember I was telling you I had the bubbles and things like in the prints that you saw, which I need to post those. And that was, I need to post those. I said post those. I don't know what the heck I was talking about. I need to post those. But I was like, man, you know what? Let me go ahead and order this air release vinyl for stuff like that because um, it was in maybe August, September, somewhere in there when I did oh my God. I may have to get off. I may have to readjust my schedule and go after I pick signing money up because I don't know. But I had did some fish extender gifts, and I also made magnets via sublimation for someone that was going on a cruise. And I actually want to that'll probably be one of those things I do for Etsy because I realize that a lot of people go on Etsy, like when they're going on cruises, the first place they're going to is Etsy for things like that. So for, custom magnets and things of that nature. So I want to have an Etsy shop for specific, like for that, just for those who are going on cruises, those who want fish extenders, because that's a term where if someone's looking for it, they're going to be on there looking for that anyway. And there we go. There I go teaching again. That's a gem for you. If you don't know what a fish extender is, Google it. But I want to kind of do that, and so I made like the magnets because the stateroom doors are magnetic, and I wanted to do more of those, and so I actually just did some door magnets for someone else that went on a cruise. But when I did the ones for the first one, they were sublimation. They were already cut with the laser cutter. Whereas with this one, I had to hand cut, and I was of course able to sublimate the MDF. This was actually like magnets, so a magnetic sheet, and I had to hand cut it. Well, the vinyl that I use is a little too thin for that particular option. Um, it's a little thin for that particular option. So I needed to get the air release one. And I kept saying that, like, even before the magnets, I needed to get it. But doing the magnets and then being on with like Javai, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and order this. Um, but I probably should have put the order in when I thought about it yesterday, because you can always email in your orders, and that way they would have cut it and they would have delivered it to me sometime today. But I waited until first thing in the morning when they opened, and I ordered it, and it just wasn't enough time for me to have it delivered. So now I have to go pick it up, which I should have did it last night when I was thinking about it, because they would have got the order and everything and then had it ready to put on the truck. But I didn't do that. So here I am having to run to get it because I have some things that I want to practice with this weekend. So yeah. We need a business bestie Zoom. I mean, we can arrange that. Let's see. Aside from the Cameo 2, what is the next best one? In a season, wait, in a session, you were able to see my 3 is one of the bad batches for print and cut where the mat moves. So that's not really a bad thing for print cut. That's just bad in general because it moves. But all you would have to do, it's that is an issue with like the the roller. You just have to tape it to keep it like from moving. So it's gonna be harder to find. To me, nothing beats the Cameo 2. I'm sorry. Nothing beats the Cameo 2. The 1 is great, but the 2 is pretty awesome, except I do wish the 2 was still analog and not a the digital screen, like the touch screen. I do wish the 2 was still analog. But you're not. No! Shit. Oh, okay. It's letting me get back off. Woo! I just got past. Oh, wait. Now that was actually. Whoa! That might have been worth it. I thought I was in the express lane, but you went around it. Look at God. Oh, I wonder how much they charged me for that, though. Oh, hot damn. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. So I'm on the Palmetto, and I wasn't paying attention. Well, actually, I'm like, did they add a lane? I wasn't paying attention, and I ended up on what I thought was the express lane. And if you're on the express lane, you is it okay. Yeah. If you're on the express lane, you it goes like further out and I won't be able to get off. So that's what I went like I'm like, oh shoot, 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 because I thought, and I did miss my turn. I did. Did I miss my turn? I mean my exit? I did miss my exit. I should have got off on that one. But that's okay. I can get off on this one too. But anywho, in me getting on that express one, there was a bunch of traffic. So here I am. I'm like, oh crap, I'm in this darn express lane. And I just screwed myself. Like, shoot, I'm not going to be able to get off because now I would have to go all the way to the airport to get off, right? To be able to get off the expressway, I would have to go to the airport. Well, it had a cutoff, which was actually for my exit, but I'm sitting up here trying to figure this out. I missed my exit, but I can still come back around. But I it actually put me, it was an exit to get off, like it was like a short little thing, and then it says local exit for 74th Street or 74th Avenue, whatever the heck it is. So it had the exit for me to be able to get off. There was traffic there. I got around all of the traffic. Like it made it, we told y'all I have like literally an hour to get this done so that I can get to Zion Imani to pick him up. And God made a way. Like I didn't even realize that you can like scoot past all that traffic on that little side street. Look at freaking God. OM to the G. That was amazing. Now I don't know if that little me going that way cost me a little toll. Even if it did, it was worth it because I would have been stuck in that little patch of traffic. Woo, it ain't fair. Favor ain't fair, baby. It is who is not fair to be disfavored by the Lord. Oh my God. Baby, I tell you, it is great to be favored by the Lord. All right, so now I just scoop around, which I should have went to the next one because that would have put me a little bit closer. Now I have to kind of go back around. I did say that before. I probably need to start coming this way versus how I was coming because that is a straight shot to them. So, anywho, but yeah, that's amazing to me. What was the heck was I saying? Now I'm just like all thrown off because I forgot what I was saying. I don't know what I was saying at this point because that was amazing. I'm like, see, trucks that were in the, like, I'm seeing them now because it was this batch of traffic. It's just so freaking amazing. Look. Oh, oh, I was talking about the machine. Okay. So it's going to be hard to find the one, like any of the older ones, like the 2 and things like that. I am not saying, like, for me, I have used all 4 machines. Like I don't have the 5 yet, right? So I've had all of them. I started with the original. So for me, based on me using the 1 and the 2, I just did not favor the 3. There are some people that live by the Cameo 3. They love the Cameo 3. It just is not for me. And then when it had those issues and they didn't bother to like recall them, fix them, whatever, it also put a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't get one of the batches that had the issue with the rollers. That wasn't like, my gripe. That wasn't my story. But a lot of people had issues with that one. The 4 has its issues. One of the things that I'm not a big fan of, although if you plug it in, it's not so bad. But with the Bluetooth of the 4 and how long you have to wait for it to sync and connect and do things like that, I like having the repeat job feature because I was one where I did a lot of repeat jobs for printing cuts because I'm doing like things for parties. So I'm printing them out. So having that repeat job and not having to go to the computer, like I could literally sit at my machines, load a new mat and just hit repeat job. And it remembers, basically the print and cut job they had to do. So for my setup, this is one of the reasons why like the 4 was not my favorite because I needed print and cut. I mean, I needed repeat job. So the 4 isn't bad. It's just, it doesn't always work like for my needs. But I do like the Bluetooth, like the way that my office is set up now, that Bluetooth definitely comes in handy. And not having to run cords across my room for where my machines are now. Back in the day, they used to be on a table and my computer was connected to it and it made it easier. Not anymore. Okay, hold on. Really? Hello. HS Inc. The release. Whoa. Here we go. Oh, right here. Okay. Your sign can sign anywhere. You want to use the garden bar? Yes.
Can you please put your initials to the side of the cup? Okay, in your front right now.
Uh-huh.
No. Yo miren por la factura impresa. El papel.
Ooh. Oh, wait. Okay, I have a question. I'm technically live right now. Can I turn my camera to that? Because I have the big roll. I have the old rolling. Can I show them this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Look, y'all.
Why would you want to get small?
No, I don't want this. I have the 20. To me, this one is not as great as.
For the bigger, the 54 already.
I mean, yeah. So if at some point when I have the space for it, but I mean, I know this one prints faster than the other one, but you also can't put the 440s in here. You can only put the 220s. So I'm like, nobody want that. Like, I like having my 440s. So
But I'm gonna be honest. If you have the space later on, you can
Mhm.
get the bigger.
Oh yeah. Oh, I already know. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said. I'm like, that don't make no sense. And then like, at least with the other one, like with the stand and like how this is, there's no stand for it. And like, how,
You have to get in table.
yeah. And I'm like, that was not, because then the whole thing is like here. And I said, this setup didn't make any sense to me. Oh, but trust and believe. I actually have a friend, she just got a Mamaki, but I'm like, no, I love a good rolling.
So we carry both. If you whichever you do in the future, we have text for both.
Mhm.
Carry Mimaki for longer.
Mhm.
I do understand what you're selling in regards to Mimaki, but
Oh no, I'm not. No, I don't like.
both work for us.
And Mamaki is. I don't like the print head. So
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
yeah. That and is that the what's the name? I want. No, that's not. I want the. Do y'all still have it? I know one time y'all had it. The DTG for the was it Echo 2?
DTG?
The Echo.
No, we don't. We brought it once. I'm gonna be honest. We stopped. We got
You
off
did?
the market. It didn't become popular. People
Okay.
got off the DTG.
Uh-huh.
DTF is what you want to do.
No, I can't say DTF. I mean, it's cool, but for what the things I want to do, DTF doesn't do the same as like DTG for the type of stuff that I want to do. And I feel like it's softer. Like DTF for me.
Softer than the DTG, just slightly. That all
Yeah.
depends on where you buy the material for the
Yeah.
DTF. If it's
Oh, I
quality.
teach this stuff. So that
But the
all that
DTG, it's obviously going to be
yeah.
because you're printing ink on
Yeah.
not an actual
Yeah.
UV print
Yeah.
you're putting on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, DTF, like I teach it. Like I teach them 15 different ways they can make a shirt. So DTF is cool. And of course, I mean, I still use it, but I still want the DTG printer versus like just having a DTF one. It's just, yeah, I'm not.
This wasn't profitable, to be honest. It's the DTG or like this type of market in the bigger production markets, it's too slow.
Yeah.
Put in one shirt and the blacks and the whites, you have to put a different treatment in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just too much work for one by one. If you have a order of 50,
yeah.
Person to sublimation or DTF.
Yeah. That's what we do sublimation. So we have our sublimation paper.
I would tell you, that's what I'm going to tell you. If you're doing DTG and you want to speed it up, sublimation.
Yeah, that's what I teach. We have our own paper line, our own ink line, and stuff like that. So I teach all of that stuff with when it comes to sublimation. But I'm actually team small. A lot of my students like to do the bigger sublimation, but I am team small. I like doing tumblers and mugs and keychains and stuff like that or whatever. But I'm always just showing them like just the different machines because most of them are crafters, and that's how they start off. And they think that they have to kind of stay in that craft realm with the small ones. And I'm like, or exactly, like it's you go and you move up, and they'll think like you have people that teach them, oh well, you'll never make all this money, as a crafter. You have to start doing more digital. I'm like, no, you just have to get bigger machines. You have to proper machines that's more efficient. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
So there should be cutting.
Did you get?
Oh, did she do it? Yeah. Oh. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, now I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna come back. As they're cutting, I'm gonna come show y'all the machines. Because I gotta get to my child. Hello. I'm good. All right. I know, right? I do this. I'm gonna show y'all some shirts that I'm gonna show y'all the reason why I'm like Team DTG. For certain things, you just can't. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Oh, she said, turn us around. I'm nosy. Hold on. I got to get to settings. Camera. back. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is the one. I have, y'all know, I have the original Roland. And it has a stand. I can move it around. I roll it around. This has to be on a tabletop, the way it's made, because they made it to where you can front load it as if that was its greatest feature, but this whole super great feature, but to me it's not. But it prints faster because of it dries it, the heating element on it. So that's that one. But these are the big boys. Mamaki, Roland, and Mamaki. So, and it's like, it takes up a lot of space. Your print media is not like, you can see the print part for this one is really only, so when they say like 54 inch or whatever, or like 64 or whatever, you have to still have enough space for all of the rest of the stuff. So the print part is here, but you have like there, because that's where the print head will come from over here. And when you're doing your maintenance, you have to be willing to do maintenance. It's kind of cool with this because these are used like the bag ones. So that's there. Whereas these have the cartridge ones like this. But that's the rolling one. This is one of the next ones that I want, but this sucker is huge. And we got to get the space for it. But this is the next one that I want. This and a flatbed. I really, really want a flatbed cutter. So there's that. And then there is this one. And this one. So I come in here, like they used to have when the old building, they used to have more machines and stuff out, but these have always been like staples. And here's the other thing too, right? One of the most like biggest things when it comes to like the BN20 and then when you're having a big boy is rolls to roll. So you don't have to worry about like it hitting the floor because it has the catch up reel here. So you basically let that catch whatever, you're able to like take that off, move it, and then like still have print stuff going. That way you can work on it. When you're working with the BN20, because it doesn't have that, it's like you have to monitor that with like making sure it's like not on the floor. And I have like a bunch of print jobs. That ish is annoying. Well, my garage doesn't, we sell summation paper and ink. So our garage right now, that would not work in our garage. And you know what? Let me move my car. Do I want to move my car? No, I'm not printer shopping. I come in here to get my supplies. So they have printers and things here, but look, I'll show you guys. See? This is their warehouse. So this is where I come to get all of my supplies. It's a sign shop. A sign supply store. So I had to come get some vinyl, some magnet sheets, some cleaning cartridges, although they're out of the cleaning cartridges. Oh, I know what I meant to ask him. Hold on. Camera, turn. My account, which I can actually now do now that I know that it's under HS Inc. I have to do the account on the page so that I can see pricings for certain things. All right, they need to come on. It's already 1:24. I have 20 minutes to get to my kid. They need to come on. But it's all sorts of sign supply stuff here. But that's one of the reasons, like, we have a lot of inventory in our garage, our summation paper, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying to reduce it down by 75% so that because we have 2 garages. So I want to put the 25% that we would have for those on the VIP list in our second garage and be able to use the bigger garage for to basically go back to print shop, like to operating a print shop. So between the printers, my large magnetic table and things like that, like I need to be able to Um, I need to be able to have space for that. So, this is one of the reasons why we are reducing sublimation paper to make room for the other things. Oh, they're cutting it now. Yay. It's cutting it now. But at some point, I will have all of the printers that I want in-house. Oh, let me see. Am I able to share? I don't know if I'm able to share screen on here. Hold on. Oh, you know what I can do? Oh, this camera is dirty. Oh, I think he's calling me. Hold on. I can do it like this. I can put it in as a media asset. Ooh, I look like my grandma. Jesus. Okay. I don't know if how well it's showing up for you guys, but that shirt was done via DTG. If you do that shirt with DTF, even if you do the halftone dots and things like that, and there's some other stuff that people do, you still end up with a white halo kind of sort of when it comes to DTF because of the way that DTF is like when you're putting the white layer on, it's not a how can I say it? It's not printing only where the color is. So you hold down control, you click inside the layer and you put, your white layer on there. So it will fill in those areas. So when you have something that's like smoke or watercolors and things like that, it fills that area in versus just printing the color where you don't see all that extra white. That's one of the reasons why I'm just not a big fan of DTF, because when it comes to DTG prints the white, like the way your image is, wherever there is pixels of color, it prints that first, and then it prints the color on top. Whereas DTF prints the color, and then it just prints this whole layer of white that you have to assign. Like it's not just taking your design and printing the white of that. It's based off of how you set that layer. So that's the thing that I'm not a big fan of when it comes to DTF versus DTG. So yes, for mass production, for certain things, DTF is going to be a better option. But DTG, when you want certain qualities and certain looks, it becomes better. That's why I said there's no one size fits all. I mean, I feel like there is a place for DTF and DTG. It just depends on what it is that you want to be able to do. Come on, y'all. Come on. I got 20 minutes to get to my kid. Huh? Okay, well, let's tell me that 1 minute. You need to come outside. I got to go to my kid. Let's see. Oh, it's actually a couple of different roll-ins. I like when it comes to my eco-solvent printers, I actually have a couple different roll-ins that I like. Oh, is that one mine? Wait. No, okay. This one. Okay. But it's a couple different roll-ins that I want. And then there's a couple of digital printers with finishing, basically like laser type printers. Actually, let me put I may have to put it down to get that in here. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Will it fit? Or I'm going to have to put it down. Yeah, I'm going to have to put it down. Uh-oh. It's going to fly away. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. 20 minutes. Will I make it? I have 20 minutes to get to Zion Imani. All right, let me take this off. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I make it. 20 minutes. Oh, somebody else is picking up magnet sheets too. That's why I thought that order was mine, because the guy had the roll of magnet sheets on his cart too. But no, his was different. So, okay. Let me read this comment before I get on the expressway. All right, the comment was, that's what I want to do. Have my machines at home and get my hubby involved. Well, I really don't want, I only want them at home because, of course, that's always a great place to start. But I don't want to work in the business on that part. I want to work on the business for that. I want to be in the business for teaching. I want to always continue to teach, but I want the logistics of it. I want somebody else to handle that part of the business. When it comes to the print side, I don't want to work in the business. I want to work on the business for that part of it. Um, and having people like in my home and in my personal space is not something like ideally that I really want to kind of deal with. I don't want it to be where it's like a family thing. I want to have a printing business. I want to have a printing company, and there will be other staff people. So although we will kind of start just so that we can kind of get the ball rolling and just get reacclimated in our community and in the industry with being someone that does prints, my ultimate goal is to basically be in a full-on shop where I can have people there, they can work on it, and I can do other stuff. Like I don't want to have to deal with the hustle and bustle of printing. I want to be able to focus on teaching and traveling to teach and things of that nature. So, oh shoot, I want to start with it there and just make the space for it. But my hoping is that if I don't stay, my husband's not gonna really. He'll do like when he's like off, but even is back at work. He likes his job because he's back in sports entertainment. He is the director of purchasing for Miami Internet. Please hold. That was Imani's speech pathologist. Um, Come on, people. To get to the school. What was I saying? But yeah, so I do want to eventually like have it in the house, but at the same time, I don't want to be the person to man it because that's going to take me away from the parts that I want to do in teaching. And even works for Enter Miami, so he's not really like where he would. If I'm having a print shop, prints have to be done every single day. He no longer works in the house, so um, yeah, for me right now, that's why I'm also kind of holding off on it because I want it, but then at the same time, that puts more pressure on me to get all the things done, and I just want staff. And I can probably still have like somebody, like one person come in where it's not so much on me, and I don't have to have a bunch of people like in my house. But yeah, I'd rather have a shop. What's the Formula B ink? It's the regular ink. It's just that previously we had two types of sublimation ink because the colors are slightly different. But the Formula B is the one that you'll get. That's the one that I even use with my printers. So it's just sublimation ink. It's just that before we had two different two different formulas, but now it's only the one. Let's see. But yeah, and I don't know. Actually, we're out of magenta, so we are closed. We have a closeout sale going on right now, and if I'm not mistaken, we are actually out of magenta sublimation ink. So there's no full sets and there's no magenta. And I was like, well, I know. I told Even, I'm like, I know we're doing the closeout, but it's only like one. Like if I had one case to like match the rest of it. Magenta has always been one that sold out first because for some reason it like your prints use up more. Even when it comes to like the rolling, they have like a double magenta system because pink or the magenta normally runs out like first. It uses a lot of it. So people use a lot more of magenta. And it's probably because people make a lot of these custom things more so for girls and they're using colors like pinks and reds. That goes out. So it's like not even in how much to the other colors in the magenta. The magenta has gone out. So I was like, okay, well, I know that we're having closeout, but can we order magenta to like match these sets? Because my fear is if we don't have the matching sets, like, well, to where somebody can get a full set, it's gonna, oh no, come on, lights, seriously. Ugh. My fear is it's going to affect our sales if people can't buy the full sets together versus just buying like, okay, just black, cyan, then they have to go somewhere else to get magenta, which means they're paying for shipping. So I was like, I want to just kind of match it up. And he's like, no, it's going to be closing out. But I'm like, but we still going to I still have to order some for the VIP list. And so just trying to figure out how much to order. But then he's like, well, that doesn't make sense because if you do order it, then that can't really be on closeout where we're still doing 50% off because we're paying full price for it. And the whole thing of the closeout was to get rid of our inventory. I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand that. But so I don't know. I'm trying to figure out that part because we don't have full sets of the sublimation ink because we are out of magenta. Maybe you should start a Canva page and follow the crowd. You're too good of a teacher, and most of the newbies gravitate towards the Cricut for strange, unresearched reasons. So, okay, I am teaching Canva. Well, I'm getting into Canva, but I just can't like. I get that's where people are gravitating towards, and everybody wants like the Canva templates and things. Canva is a pain in the ass. Like it's great for beginners, those who don't know any better. There's like there's elements there. They feel like it's easier. Everything to them is like all in one. Canva is annoying. How you have to maneuver through there. You can't zoom. You cannot skew, stretch. It's very, very aggravating trying to actually design in Canva. And I get that's where people are going to, but the true graphic designer in me, it's really, really, really hard. But I do show like different things. I mean, I am one where I utilize Canva. I love using Canva for like my guides. Like I've started making like more digital guides instead of using InDesign. I'll use Canva for that. I use actually the person that's coming today is actually for a Canva one-on-one to make some labels and stickers and stuff. So I'll use it for that. I'll use it for marketing material. That's more so the way that I'm teaching it. I want to help and I want to teach Canva, but I don't want to teach you to do like full on designing and creating shirt designs and all over designs like in Canva. I don't want to do that. Like I took this trap. Like I knew this was gonna happen though. I don't want to do that part. But I do have a group that it's called Canva Can't Do That. And it's just showing. I am a firm believer in it's equally, if not more important to understand what a program cannot do versus what it can do. There's a lot of stuff, saying, okay, well, do this, do that. And when you see all of this content and all of these videos, basically making it seem like Canva is this super program and it can do all these things, when they want to go do something else, it's like, okay, wait, why can't it do this? Because, it just can't. Like, you're like, oh, well, how do I do this in Canva? Baby, you can't. You cannot do that type of technique in Canva. I am stuck in traffic, y'all, and I literally have 10 minutes to get to this kid. Well, 15 minutes to get to this kid's school. So I titled my group Canva Can't Do That, but I did that, like someone saying, oh, do a Canva group. If I'm being honest, I don't want to maintain another group. Like it's hard enough trying to deal with the groups that I have. I really don't want to nurture and like cater to that group and create content. Because normally when you create a group, you have to create the content. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how all these other groups are growing so fast. Where people come in, they just ask questions and all those different things. I feel like I have to put too much into it as far as content and things of that nature. And then with a group that's still like, I'm not benefiting. People like groups. And if you want to build community, and it's more so like, okay, a bunch of people who like Canva, okay, come in the group, they share, they'll post certain things. That's really what groups should be for. Most people want me to start a Canva group to like teach it, but then how does that benefit me? It's not like people are, just volunteering and giving tips and hitting up the Cash App. So if I'm going to do Canva, I'm going to do Canva classes, which I do have a Canva 101 class. I'm dropping like, little videos for certain design things in there and tips. But in my class, I focus on the what you cannot do. Like I focus on that first. I show you what you can do, but I also want you to know first, like up front, you're not going to be able to do this. So if you're looking to use Canva because you want to create this, and this is not the program for you. You now need to look into a different program. So that's how I teach. So I have, gone over to the dark side of showing and demonstrating Canva, and incorporating that. But Silhouette is still, Silhouette is still number one in my heart. So she says, I'm a Canva and Photoshop chick. I use all programs, except like I don't really use Affinity. I have it. When I looked at the interface of Affinity, I just couldn't get down with it. It just wasn't my jam. So I am an Adobe girl. So I use Photoshop, I use Illustrator, I use Silhouette Studio, I use Canva. I used to use InDesign. I'm, learning programs in general. So some things aren't just design programs, but you end up having to learn a lot. Like if I just speak on like programs in general, keeping up with all Adobe. I used to have Corel Draw. I don't really do that one as much. I actually just canceled my subscription to Corel Draw in December, I think it was. But system-wise, me having to keep up with all the changes of Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, Canva, Silhouette, Excel. Well, it used to be InDesign, but I kind of sort of, if it's something that's a lot of pages, you can't really use InDesign. But if it's a few pages, I can do that kind of guide in Canva. What else? QuickBooks, that's technically a program that had to be learned and mastered, especially with all of the rules and stuff, so that it calculates things correctly, and we have less work to do on the back end. Of course, Shopify is a system. Klaviyo is a system. Thinkific is a system. Like I'm always learning. I'm always having to keep up on all systems. So, but as far as design program, I feel like they all serve a different purpose. And I go to them for specific things. Most times now when I'm creating any type of marketing and promo things, I am going to go to Canva. because I can add animations and things like that. If I need to add embossing, like that shirt that you guys saw, I designed that in Silhouette Studio. So the original layout of it, the gradients, everything was done in Silhouette Studio. I then took that over to Photoshop so that I can make the name embossed and I can add glows around the words and stuff at the bottom. But putting that all together, remove all of that stuff done right in Silhouette Studio. You can do a lot in that program. Once you understand graphic designing, you'll start to figure out where to apply certain techniques in different programs. I'm keeping my subscription with it, but I'm waiting on you because I'm so lost every time I open it. Open what? You said keep your subscription to what? Canva? What are we keeping our subscription to? Corel, because I said I canceled my Corel Draw one. So are you keeping your subscription to Corel Draw or do you mean to Canva? You said yes, so I'm guessing to Canva. Well, you're waiting on me for what? I'm already teaching it. Have you enrolled in the Canva 101 class? Or at least, like, so if you're in the Creative Lounge, you got access to the very first Canva 101. So understanding Canva 101, you got access to that. The playbacks are there. But we did another round of it. I have another one coming up, and I dropped a few tutorials, like I dropped a free one in there, but I also have some other ones that's going to release, but you have to be enrolled in Understanding Canva 101. So the group is more so like, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with the group, because I get some people start groups and it's to kind of, build know, like, trust and just show what you are a subject matter expert on. I've proven that for 10 years, no matter what the program is. So with me starting a new group, I feel like, man, I'm going to have to do way too much like free content. And I've been in this game too long to where I have to start over with a bunch of like free content. Those who are trying to build up their communities, build up their audience for, hey, I'm a teacher. They're always giving out, like where almost everything is like some sort of free, whatever. And then they may have a class, and I've been to some people's own. Their classes was nothing special. It was no different than the kind of the free stuff that they did. My classes are a little bit different in how I break it down. But I'm still on the fence, about the group. I want it to be more of a, hey, people come in and ask their questions type stuff. And then I can show why you can't do this and then how you can do it in a different program. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie, my Canva can't do that. It's just a backdoor to get you guys to come to Silhouette Studio, because hey, Canva can't do this, but Silhouette can. So come on over to Silhouette Studio. Let me teach you this. Go ahead and get that essentials of Silhouette Studio. So it is kind of a backhanded way to get people to see the power of Silhouette, and that Canva isn't, the holy grail of designing, because it can be wacko sometimes and very aggravating in how you have to click through, especially on a mobile device. I sometimes despise working on complex things from a mobile device, even with my stylist when it comes to Canva. I wish you make up your mind about where the heck you want to go at, okay? All right. I am technically 1 minute from my child get out of school. But once I get off the expressway, it's like 5 minutes. So I'll literally probably get there at like 1:55. Provided I don't get stopped by every single light. So if you're waiting on me, I've already started showing the canvas. Now, it's not going to be something where, like, if you're looking for like an influx of YouTube videos, the free videos that I have dropped if you go to 365 Creative Academy, I actually just did a really good one about how to, I just did a really good one. Oh, shoot, I should have got off here because then I could go the back way and not, whatever. How you can fill pictures with letters with pictures without having frames. But that you're not going to find on my YouTube channel. It's free, but you have to go to my Academy site and click on the do the Canva 101, and you're going to see the free preview, and you can look at it there. So I know that there's going to be some changes with YouTube as well. Facebook is already changing where live videos will only be up for 30 days. So before, you would have to go in there and put like, okay, I want this to delete after 30 days or 10 days or whatever. Now Facebook has said, y'all taking up too much of our storage with y'all long behind videos. So live videos will only stay up for 30 days. I guess it's a different storage than the regular like videos that you upload. Regular videos that you upload, I guess, can live forever. But live videos, they will delete after 30 days. So if you wanted something to stay up, you would have to record it live. You're going to have to download it, and you're going to have to re-upload it back onto your page, into your group or whatever. And I'm pretty sure at some point YouTube is going to have some sort of adjustments or changes to their platform. And I just don't trust social media. So I'm not leaving that to chance and just putting all of my content on these social media platforms. So now a lot of the free content and tutorials that I will do, it's going to be connected to something on my Academy site where you're coming to my platform, not just YouTube's platform. See, they go light number one. I hate when people throw out cigarette butts. Like, this is how fires freaking start. I hate that. Like, why throw out your lit cigarette butt just into the bushes as if we don't live in Miami and it's hot and dry here? Professor, I think Silhouette Studio is the best program. I will use Canva if I need to use AI background remover or a template. Yeah, a lot of people are creating a lot of like design templates and just plug and play for people. So it's, Canva's popular for that. But when I'm just arranging stuff, I just like having more space to like spread out I don't know. It's just the way that I design. I can't design in this one little box, which is one of the reasons why I never really did idea conceptions. I conceptualized my ideas in Photoshop either. Even though they have artboards now, you can kind of store stuff. Silhouette, I just have space, just infinite space. So I prefer to design there than anything else or anywhere else. And then I'll take it to other places. So like right now, I'm in the process of converting a lot of the files that I have created in Silhouette Studio to Canva, only because I have to do that because that's what people are looking for. They're looking for Canva templates. Silhouette is still going to be the easier way to do it. The other thing with Canva, because it has so many fonts, it's appealing to people because now you don't have to worry about looking for fonts, downloading them, installing them, or let's say you do get a template from someone. If you don't have that font, you go and you type it in, whatever font you have, it's not going to look that way. But if somebody created a template, well, I'm saying a template because I hate when people say templates and you're talking about a design file. So when people create a design file that someone can edit, because those fonts are a part of Canva, it makes it easier and you don't have to worry about getting the error that, hey, you don't have this font and it's looking crazy. So that is like a major feature of Canva and people using the design files, the editable design files, is because of the fonts. But the way that I have mine, like you can use whatever font you have. You can use Creative Fabrica, download fonts. To me, putting pictures inside, letters or boxes and stuff is easier in Silhouette Studio. Canva, it has to be a frame. If it's not a frame, you got to go through too many steps to be able to put the image inside of a shape, a letter, font, whatever. So those things to me are just easier in Silhouette Studio. The process to make them, edible design files in Canva and making certain areas frames, it's a lot of going from one program to the next program to do this, to add this, to clip mask this, and then be able to go and save it to put it over in Canva. It's just team too much. Team too much. Hold on. How much did I just spend? I didn't even look and I don't think I asked him how much that magnet roll was. I knew how much the vinyl was, but how much was that magnet roll? Oh, that wasn't that bad. Oh, baby, the amount of money that I just spent on the one that I have, that's the same amount for literally, I want to say, let me see. I got a 16 and it was 10 yards, which is 10 yards. This is a 24-inch by 25 yards, which I probably should have got the 50 yards. And the price is only $69. Hmm. I am incredible. How are you? We just went on a field trip. I had to go to apply to go get some. I have a one-on-one session. Someone's coming for Canva training and also for stickers, like how to make the decals for the cups. So I have that training just as soon as I get home with the little person. So I took y'all on a field trip with me, and you got to kind of see some of the printers that were there. Have homeboy try and convince me that DTF was better than DTG. I think that they both serve a unique purpose. They have specific purposes, and there are things that DTF just can't do that you can do with the DTG printer. And then also the feel of it, with all of that ink and adhesive powder on the back of the print, it makes DTF prints feel more plasticky. They're heavier, especially if it's a bigger design. It doesn't have a lot of movement to it. Whereas with DTG, it's almost like sublimation, where it feels like it's a part of the fabric. It's not so heavy. So I think each print method has its place in garment decorating. Um, yes, if you're looking for something that's high efficiency and being able to do like a 50 print order, no, you don't want to use DTG. But I also wouldn't do that for the type of design that I did. The type of design that I did for those shirts, it would need to be DTG, and it'll just take forever to do that. I meant to go to Michael's and see what kind of Coroplast they have. Michael's would not be a great place to get Coroplast. I just saw that. I want to make cubes for birthdays. I use foam board. I know it's really popular right now for people to use the Coroplast. They figure, okay, they're just going to score it. It's plastic. They can fold it. I use foam board for my photo cubes. I can't stand seeing the flutes.
Are they going to be frozen cup when I wake up?
When you wake up, you mean, oh, they didn't have any?
Man.
Probably next week. Yeah, they were kind of rinky on the frozen cup sales this week.
Yeah, and see, he actually has, him and his brother have a business where they make them, and we actually haven't been doing it for a while.
I had to I laid my hand and prayed over him today. He hit his head so hard.
Oh, wow.
Underneath. He said he was fine though.
Okay.
When he was trying to get his jacket under the table, and then you
Oh.
you're getting up too fast and he boom.
Okay.
Oh my God.
We'll probably make some more of your frozen cups. But no, he has a business making frozen cups.
Oh really?
Yes.
It's AJ got too much money.
Yeah, he said because MJ has too much money. So they have a business making them, but we haven't in a while. And it's probably why he's asking for it. Because he eat more of his supply than he sells.
AJ making too much money.
No, he says his brother's making too much money.
Oh, so you have a competition with your brother.
Yeah.
I love that.
No.
Teaching them how to be men.
You know
That money, Zion.
Huh?
And we're gonna do money soon, going over dollars and cents. So
Take it off your head, buddy.
Huh?
it's up to. Have a good weekend, guys.
Okay.
I'm so
Later.
tired. I think he's my last. No, I got 2 more, and I'm out of here.
Oh, I got a question. His eye ready? Because now we're, I've set the laptop up for him, but I know.
Is it that login district thing?
No, he got, no, his brother did it because he was trying to do it from his iPad, but you have to do the app. Hold on, y'all.
Two more. And then that works.
All right, there we go. How was school, buddy? How was school?
Good.
Okay.
About to get frozen cup.
Mommy will make frozen cups this weekend, okay?
They frozen cup.
Oh, well, excuse you then.
Because they like blue. Do we have those?
Smooth? Ours is smoother than theirs.
Yeah, got some juice.
Okay. Yeah, theirs get a lot of juice fast because theirs melt. Ours don't melt like that. We got the bomb frozen cups.
Oh man.
Anywho, but yeah, so our field trip is done. Y'all got, if you were on, you got to see the printers, and this is just another one of those day in the life. Like I started this off with the day in the life of an entrepreneur, of a creative entrepreneur. And that included me going to go get something to eat. But now I have to do like these. I probably one of these days I would kind of have my camera going, and yes, son.
At night. And at bowling, it was a terrible day.
It was a terrible day.
Yeah, okay. We were like going wow and wow.
You were going around and around. What, at school?
Yeah.
Um,
But only but it's a settle by the cafeteria.
in the center by the cafeteria. Oh, they made y'all walk today.
Yeah, okay. We were being too noisy.
Oh, yeah, I got in trouble. Okay.
Okay.
they
Yeah,
made
not
y'all walk.
good.
That's not good. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to exercise.
They made you exercise because y'all were being too noisy.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds about right. Make y'all work that energy off. Bet y'all learn to be
I want my
quiet.
energy back.
You want your energy back?
Pay me back.
They want you to.
My money is for the frozen cup.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I spent all my money on the frozen cup. So pay me back.
Pay you back your energy. Oh, okay.
Pay me back my money.
Okay. I guess. What was I saying now? But yeah, so one of these days I'll probably I won't say anything. And if you really want to see, like, just me, majority of my day, a lot of times is answering emails. Because I am someone that creates my own digitals, like whether it's files for myself or for others, a lot of times it's just me sitting there just designing. Um, and I don't know, that can be kind of boring. Sometimes I've gone live like with my creative lounge students or like those who are in essentials while I'm just going through like creating designs or I'm creating logos. Like I'm getting back into, I just actually finished a logo for a school. I actually have another set of logos that I have to do for a client. But it's not this glamorous life. Like, I mean, most times I'm just sitting at my computer. Then I have to, like, I have a computer or computer desk that raises, and most times I have to raise it up and just stand up at my desk, because if I sit down for the whole day, because the majority of my business now is like digital stuff on the computer, my hip starts to hurt. So I can't sit down. So I have to stand up and then like stand up at my desk. I want to get one of those walking pads to put in front of my desk. I think Amber was saying the same thing. And I'm like, I kept saying I want to do that because I already have a desk that I can move up and down, but I just have a draft chair. But that makes my hip hurt. So I do want to get the walking pad that I can have like at my desk, because I spend the majority of my day at my desk designing. Like, or yeah, really designing or setting up for classes, designing for Zip Learning Co., drafting emails, doing research. Like, it's not as glamorous as people think it is. When you have to do all of that, like admin stuff, doing all of the, well, I won't say all of it, because even does a lot of the financial stuff, most of the financial stuff. And then we have QuickBooks and a QuickBook bookkeeper and all that stuff. But most days it's like, it's not always just pressing shirts and gluing papers to, like, gluing stuff together. It's a lot of, I don't say busy work, because it's not busy work, but it's just a lot of nothing. It's nothing exciting. It is not this super, super exciting world, which is why it's hard sometimes to stay motivated and enthused in being in business. And you kind of want to be like, yo, like, this is aggravating, because especially if you work by yourself, and I'm home by myself, and then like the work isn't always exciting. It's not always printing things out or gluing something or cutting something. It's like today was a lot of riding around, emails. I did some designing. Well, I tried designing, but I was going through taking a bunch of screenshots to put in my template vault, because I have a lot of grad templates in my vault, but if you just look at the title, you wouldn't really know exactly what they are. So now I've had to go in, open the files up, take a screenshot, put the screenshot on there so that you can actually see what that file is. So it's just, like I said, like busy work. It has to be done, to make the template vault more appealing, more user friendly. So I have to do these things, but they're not fun. They're not, no, this sounds like they're fun. They're not exciting. So that's the day in the life of me as a creative entrepreneur. Every day is not, like I said, printing and doing all of the cool crafty things. Am I really going to stop selling ink to the general public? Yes, I am. I just don't have the energy. When you have that much product, so here's the thing, when it like with something like that, and this is a takeaway for you guys as well in your products and services. Loyal customers are great. No, you cannot get out of your seatbelt because we're not home yet. We still have 2 intersections to go through, and anything could happen. So you have to wait. Yeah, okay. So now you want to count 1. Okay. And I'm glad that you understood what an intersection was. Good job. What intersection is this? That's 2. That's not 3, it's 2.
No, I'll count 1.
No, not the how. Okay, so you don't know what an intersection is. Intersection is a street. Now you can take your seatbelt off. Okay, but when you're in business, loyal customers and supporters and things like that, they are great. Having repeat customers, it's great. But they're not, unless you have a large amount of repeat customers, where you are getting 50, 100, 200 orders every single day from these customers, you always have to acquire new customers, right? Well, if you're not utilizing ads, which I've tried the ads before. They didn't quite work with me. I need to figure out someone to help me with ads is an area that I do need help with because I don't feel like the ads that I have created have converted well. I mean, we've gotten a little bit here and there, but they're just not performing how I would want them to. And I need to work on better ads. So where most of our customers come from when it comes to the ink and paper, we don't have a lot of people who are it just seems like none of my customers are content creators where they are making TikToks and reels where they can go and show the paper that they've used, the ink that they use. Like they're not in groups and answering questions about about the paper stuff they use. So awareness for the brand primarily relied on me. And I have to do live videos showing how to sublimate. I have to keep creating content showing how to sublimate and use the stuff in order to get new customers in. I'm having to compete with Amazon. And if it's not enough people talking about the brand, it makes it really hard to acquire new customers. I no longer have the energy to acquire new customers. I tried to get brand ambassadors. I put it out there. I mean, some may say that wasn't enough. 3 or 4 times I made posts looking for brand ambassadors, those who want to make content and do. But I did say you had to have used the product. We had inquiries, but it was more so people who wanted to send me some free products and I'll do. No. Our company is called Honestly Speaking for a reason. I want you to spend your money on it. And I don't want it to be where somebody is just saying, oh, this is a great product because you got it for free. Even if you just purchased the sample pack, you had to have purchased something, tried it out first. Let me know your thoughts. If it works for you, you enjoy using it to become a brand ambassador. I was not making it where anybody. So that may have been the wrong approach to where that's why people didn't want to. Well, I don't know. Like I said, we did get some inquiries, but they were basically looking to get free paper and stuff like that. And that's just wasn't going to happen. Ink is harder to give to someone because they already have a printer. We don't know if it's just my ink. So they had to have a brand new printer to put that in. It was just really hard. But at the end of the day, it was more so just me pushing the brand. And I don't do sublimation every single day. There's so many other parts to my business. Our main business was never sublimation, ink, and paper. My main business was always teaching. I don't always have to show sublimation for that. So because of that, it's just not moving. I just can't dedicate the time to it to acquire new customers. So we are basically releasing 75% of our inventory to keep 25% on hand for those who are ordering and who want it, and I don't have to work for that clientele. But that they're going to be on an exclusive list. So need to be checking your emails, things like that. And when we get low, we will basically order stuff, you know, so you can still get the product. Because I don't ever plan to use anybody else's paper or ink other than ours. Like I'm spoiled by ours. I can still reach out to my vendors. So I'm going to order as needed for those who are on the list. I just don't plan to acquire, like do the things I need to do to acquire new customers. And I don't plan to have my website be where it's like straight HS ink on the front. Like it's just for the ink and paper. I can utilize that for our print business. And then the ink and stuff and paper is on the back end. So that he stole my whole face. They say you look like me.
But I got.
Let me see. Come here. Do you look like mommy? Mm-mm. You look like me? Mm-mm.
Face.
You like you got a grumpy face? So yeah. So that's it. That's the story with like the ink and the paper. Right now everything is 52% off because we are trying to reduce that and make room for other things. Like I would like to be able to get my big printer, but we don't have the space because our garage between Even's gym and the supplies and stuff like that, it is like, and our inventory, we have like a 2.5 car garage and it's overflowing. So I need to get rid of most of that stuff so that I can focus on some other things. So yep, you got to get what's there. Like, there is no magenta ink, so
you mean
there's no
that?
full sets. No, not this garage. Well, this is the third garage. No, not that one. The big garage.
Wait, we got two. You mean the one that at the back house?
Yes.
Why? It don't got nothing in there.
Um,
Oh, what it do? It got something in
yes.
it
What
got-
all is in there?
there?
What's on this side? You go in the garage and the door. What all is
I
on this side?
think the junk.
It's just junk. And this one?
Yeah, well, it was a kid. I played old doll, but
Oh, you're saying all of your little kid stuff is in there and it's junk. That's not junk.
they want that.
It's the stuff that you played with when you were a kid.
Yeah, I did.
But I want to keep most of it. Like your dad wants to throw it away. There was a guy that just did a video. He has all of these toys and different things from the 80s and 90s. I'm mad that my mama just threw away all of my stuff. So I keep y'all stuff because when y'all are older, it'll be like when people go and show like the old stuff, like, man, this is the stuff that we used to play with in 2020. Yeah, so it's not junk. Your stuff
Oh.
isn't junk to mommy.
Oh. Oh. Well, I found. Well, I only want to keep white stuff. Only the pancake one. Only the pancake one. Wait, what was that one name? New Day with the pancake. Yeah,
Oh.
I want to keep that one. That
Oh.
been there like I want to be in there.
I don't know.
1,000 years. I don't.
1,000 years. You're not 1,000 years old, so it's been in there 1,000 years.
I think. Mama, do you know?
No,
Somebody know you know.
I do know my numbers.
Wait, after you called this, like 20, like, you put, wait, what do you call that thing?
What call what?
When I say 1,000, what do that mean?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. Anywho, yes, it is. The paper and ink is absolutely incredible, but you got to make tough business decisions sometimes, and this is one of them. Like I would have loved to just kind of keep it, but I can't do it on my own. So, for me not to be stressed, that's one less thing I have to worry about. So I'm just like releasing that because I don't want to be stressed about it anymore. We'll still, like I said, we'll still have it. You have to be on the list. You got to check your emails. For the link is going to come out to where we're trying to get most of the inventory down first. So once that is done, I'm going to have something come out to where you can get on the list, but that list won't really be like, we won't actively be using it for a while until we get like the inventory and stuff down. But yeah, so we're gonna have the list. You gotta check like your emails and stuff. But once we get it down, you won't see it on our main page. That is going to end up changing. And yeah, so that's that. All right, y'all, let me get out of here because my 101 should be here in about 9 minutes. All right, y'all, until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.